What's up, guys? Back at it again with your host, Papee Paye on 508 Live. I got my man, Fireman Burgess with me.
Yeah.
Money Man Milheezy.
What's happening, baby?
And
the best
producer in the world, Manny J Media.
What's happening? What's happening?
Let's do it, guys. So,
Guys,
first of all, I feel like I haven't been around my guys in like 40 days and 40 nights.
I missed you guys.
So, what you guys been doing without me? First of all, and why you without me?
Why you without me?
You know, Manny's always on the phone.
Always.
He's always making phone calls, very busy. Milheezy, he's traveling the world, spinning DJs.
Yeah.
And my man is doing speeches across nations.
So, first of all, can we talk about this lineup? Can we
Yo,
talk
I ain't
about the
gonna lie,
request real quick?
my
You
dog
looking
gonna
great,
play.
nice and crispy, my boy.
Shout out my dog Bugs, man.
All right.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Looking
yeah.
real good.
Yeah. It's a new, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I be seeing them boys. I had to cut off my side dread. I'm like, let me try something new.
Oh, you try to be light skinned.
Right.
It's funny, I think some light skin.
It's the London look, but it's the light skin look.
We're about to be the
Yo.
world's #1 podcast. You want to make sure he's showing up for
Oh,
it.
for sure.
Oh, yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
We already there. The world just don't know yet.
Oh, yeah? One day at a time?
We got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Brick by brick, ain't it? Brick by
Tell
brick.
me what's new with you.
Come on, man. I've been living the dream, you know.
Yes,
The dream
sir.
been living me, and that's what it's about, brother. You know what I mean?
What you mean by that?
It's one of those things, you know, when you start, you know, faking it till you make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just feel like you made it, bro. Sometimes you just gotta feel like you make it.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
when you don't feel like feeling like you make it, sometimes you just gotta
Feel like you make
You know what I
it.
mean?
Mm.
And
Yeah.
needless to say, 2026 definitely has been blessing me.
That's a year?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
We'd love to hear that.
Absolutely. It's been blessing me.
I'm going to
you know.
snap for that one,
I hope
actually.
I hope it's been good to y'all as well, you know what I mean? But it's just one of those things that as you live day by day, you feel me? As those obstacles come, as adversity come and try to smack you in the face, don't forget to bob and weave and smack that motherfucker back. I'm gonna let you know that right now. You feel
Don't
me?
say hit.
Exactly. Don't say hit.
Then
man.
get back up before I have to whoop you. That's how I
You got to whoop the world back.
For real.
What about you, Mr. Manny J Media?
Honestly, it's been busy. Like I said to you, first of all, we weren't even here last week.
Right.
Right?
What
But it
makes it-
still feels like it's only been at least a week. I mean, I miss you. It does feel longer, but the time.
Nah, he just wants us to feel better, guys.
Listen, you know you've been busy. You guys have been busy too. But I've been up to a lot. Just having a lot of fun, being out there. You know, the warm weather's creeping up on me,
Creeping up?
teasing me. You know what I'm saying? One day it's 70, next
And
day
it
it's 30,
snowed.
next
Right.
day it's 60,
The other
next
day.
day it's 30. So I'm not really sold yet.
Yeah.
But in case a lot, so I went to Positively Suzanne. You know
Ooh,
Positively
I
Suzanne?
love her.
So I went
Amazing.
to.
We love you,
Shout out.
Susan.
We love Positively Suzanne. She had her yearly conference last night, the I Got You Sis conference, and I went to assist with some of the filmography of the event, and so many people, amazing, successful, wonderful women from the community that I knew were there, and they were like, "Manny, where are you? Where are you?" The answer to everybody's question is cold outside. I've been inside. That's all it is.
Cold
I'm not,
outside.
and I told them a lot about 508 Live, and they're like, 508 Live, and it kind of crushed my heart a little bit.
That means we got to work harder.
So that means that we need your help to make sure that more people in the community are able to reach this podcast and able to see
Absolutely.
us. But
You smooth. That was good.
a really great evening last night. That's right. We gotta get this word spread. So please help us out, because so many people are used to looking for the content that I'm on Manny J Media.
Right.
But we're trying to build 508 Live as a brand, as a platform, as its own independent broadcasting service, if you will. And we want to build that organically.
Yeah.
So, people aren't necessarily able to find me. I'm sharing as much as I can, but like I just said, we're reaching out for everybody's help. But that's not why I brought that up. Why I brought that up was to say that one of the things that I heard that I wanted to bring to this table and extend out to our audience is life is very, very short. And there's a lot of infighting in our communities. We have, Democrat and Republican, yes, but even on the Democrat side, you have like liberal versus conservative. Even on the liberal side, you still have, your little pocket sectors of communities. And we're noticing that when some of us are winning, others of us are getting envious instead of applauding each other.
Right.
And I want to spread the message that we need to spend more time applauding each other and building each other up. And whenever we have a good moment, no matter how small the win, we really need to applaud each other. And not only does it help us with our own, self-confidence and even some of our own imposter syndromes, but like it gives you, they were talking about this natural high you get from uplifting others.
Yeah.
And I think we've kind of lost our way in that.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to bring that from the I Got You Sis conference. Let's uplift each other. That was a long way to say that.
Nah, I like that.
No,
I kind of like.
it's good though. And I just feel like a lot of people, nowadays we're competing with each other instead of growing with each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's none of my business what you have in your pocket. It's none of my business who you're dealing with, or it's none of my business. Your personal life, that's your personal life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like a lot of people in the said community like to bring out personal shit for no reason, you know what I mean? So they can make themselves look like they're better than this person, or make this person look like they're lower than this person, you know what I mean? And that shit sucks.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
That's a
Even
fact.
like, I was gonna cut you off earlier, but I didn't because I like where you're going with the deep. Even the whole Democrat Republic shit. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
You like I didn't fall into that rabbit hole you thought I was going
To
into,
me,
right?
like, that's
I
all the
flipped off
pieces,
that
you know what I
real
mean?
quick. I know my
Exactly.
voice.
Exactly. That's a part of the agenda, dog. You know what I mean, bro? And if you fall too deep into that shit, of course, we're all gonna always crumble down as a community. You feel me? We're not gonna go as high as we want to go. I don't know if y'all seen Izzo's post the other day.
Yeah, I see.
Said something along the lines of, you feel me? If you only looking for success or generate success in your community, like you're gonna be stuck forever in your community. He said something like you're gonna be performing at the Raven and Electric Haze for the rest of your life.
Yes, I
You
saw
feel me?
that.
So
I
it's
did
like,
see that post. Yes.
Exactly, right? Like, and it was a legit
And it was
post.
real.
And at the end of the day, right?
I know some great artists. You know some great artists. We
Absolutely.
interviewed them.
Absolutely.
Back in the other place we had.
Yeah.
And it was
Right.
we met a lot of great people. And no shade to them, all due respect. This is my opinion, not theirs. But you're still performing at the same venues. You haven't elevated.
You
and
have
there's
to.
nothing wrong with you
You
getting
have to.
out there wherever you gotta perform and perform. I respect the hustle. But if I keep showing up and seeing you at the same place, I have to assume that you're always just going to be at the same place. And if I'm trying to elevate,
Right.
I mean,
And what I got out of it is once you start getting outside opinions on your craft, on yourself or whatever, all the inner circle opinions don't really matter that much. You feel me? Because when your cousins, brothers, uncles been like, oh, he all right, he's straight. Oh, he'll keep giving you advice, trying to give you advice. You've never been where I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
You've never accomplished what I'm trying to accomplish. So why am I taking information or input from you? You feel me? Like, I'll take your advice, but I'm only going to take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? So I feel like that does mess up a lot of people's drive and, ambition to keep moving forward.
I honestly think it's a cultural thing for like people in general, because like there's different African communities, like the Ghanaians will always uplift Ghanaians. The Nigerians will always uplift Nigerians. They always work together. But I think in like the Liberian community, what's it called, that I'm supposed to be a part of, which I don't really associate with them too much. No disrespect to any of them, but they don't uplift each other. It's always got to be one El Jefe in it. And then when he's El Jefe, everybody just looks up to him, and then nobody else does anything because he's already doing it. You know what I mean? But there could be multiple people that can be El Jefe. Everybody's in different lanes. So, like, even when I was playing basketball at South High School, they would go support everybody else. But my biggest supporters were, like, no disrespect, white people. My biggest supporters would be Spanish people. My biggest supporters would be everybody but my own people. So, for that being said, I don't know if it's, like, more of, I like how you're going to uplift people. People do uplift people, but they have a preference of who they want to uplift.
do you think there's maybe a sense of envy? Those people who are looking at what you got, wishing that they had it for themselves. And to add on to that, has there ever been an instance where you uplifted somebody and it kept you from getting what you were trying to get?
Never.
Or what was meant for you?
No, everything that's meant for you will be for you. And I think that's what people think, like, oh, if Papee does it, I won't be able to do it because Papee did it already, so nobody want. No, if Papee does it, you want to do it, go talk to Papee. How'd you do it? Papee's not going to gatekeep.
Right.
You do it too. I'm not upset. I want everybody, at least for me, I want everybody around me to be successful. Because if we're all successful, you have $1 million. You have $1 million. Everybody has $1 million.
Right.
There's no falling off.
Right.
I don't have to take
And
care of
it's
you.
easier to-
You don't got to. You take care of yourself. You know, that's the whole
And
thing
then
of
you
the
can actually
fisherman.
enjoy our relationship knowing that you don't got to worry
Thank
about
you.
taking care of me.
He don't
We
want
would
to.
just be.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, and it's not all about money also, because people think like,
Nah, but
oh,
some
it's
people
money.
need some mental taken care of.
Exactly.
I'm some people.
Me too.
Nah, but like a whole time, mental, like I said all the time, mentally, you just gotta like focus on you. If everybody just worried about themselves and not worry about the next person's problems, because everybody has their own problems. Everybody has something they're dealing with. Worry about your problems, leave somebody else's problems alone, and we'll be good.
Yeah.
And if somebody needs help and you're good in that aspect, why would you help that person in that aspect? Like when what's it called? When you used to call me, I'm good at some aspect, and then I call you and you're better at some aspects. Like I can't do what you do back there, and there's some things I have. If we help each other, it balances each other out.
That's
You
true.
know what I mean? And I like to
Can I ask all of you guys a question too?
Yeah, go ahead.
You feel me? My question is, right, how do y'all feel about, let's say, whether it's a family member, a friend, or, a partner, or ex-partner, or something like that, you feel me? They might have did something for you back in the day or whatever. Y'all done looked out for each other, you feel me? Like at the end of the day, y'all done looked out for each other. And then the day comes when, let's say they ask you for something, maybe you couldn't do it. Maybe at the time, you were just kind of going through, right?
Yep.
And then they hit you with but you remember when I did this for you back in the day?
Yeah.
You remember when you was starving or you was hungry or and they start throwing back at your face, right?
Yep.
I want to hear how y'all feel about it, all right? And then I'm gonna give y'all my opinion at the end, because you know me, I'm you know what I mean? Go ahead, what's up with you? Go ahead. What's up with you, right?
Oh my God.
How do you-
And I don't even like when people do things for me, respectfully.
Same,
For that particular
same.
reason. Because if I do something for you, I'm not counting favors. I'm not remembering what I did for you. It's just what is naturally supposed to happen. So when, again, you don't do something for me one time, cool, I understand. If you could, you would.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I am not in a capacity of, if you ask me for $20 and I don't got $20 for you, now you're disregarding everything I've ever done for you, and you worry about that $20 that burned our friendship because I couldn't help you in that one moment.
Right.
100%.
And that really frustrates me. One, but like people, I don't understand why people do that. I don't like it. I don't think it's it shouldn't be a thing, because not everybody has it. You obviously didn't have it,
Right.
so why you mad at me for not having it? We both don't have it.
And if you don't really got it, don't give it. You shouldn't have to.
It's true.
You shouldn't have to put an insurance policy on a favor. And you should not have to put an insurance policy on a favor. If you want to,
I need that. I like that.
for somebody, you do because you want to do it from your heart, and there's no expectation of return. Now, karma can be your absolute friend, but as she is commonly called, she could be an absolute B. This is why I'm trying to be respectful to my female counterpart. But you feel what I'm saying? Let karma handle that.
Right.
If you're gonna do something with somebody, do it with the best intentions and expect nothing.
In return.
And it'll come back to you when it's meant for
when you
you.
least expect it.
Your blessings come from God at the end of the
If
day.
you gotta put an insurance policy on something, and if somebody ever makes you feel, says, like, oh, I could do it for you, just, if I ever need something, if they ever put that little but or if on, put that little asterisk on whatever help they might be trying to give you, that's not the help you want, or the help you need.
Keep your favor. I don't need
Because
it.
what you're doing is you're creating a bigger debt for yourself. So are you actually helping lift me up, or are you burying me deeper? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Like, I like to support people. I'm more so, I heard you just saying, like, I know all the blessings come from God, bro. It's gonna come back around, bro. I like helping people, you know what I'm saying? But I have been in a situation where somebody said, remember when I helped you back then, now you saying you can't help me? That was back then, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was in a different space, different position, but blessings come back, bro. They come back full circle. So
what I had back then, I might not got right now.
Might not got right now, and I can't help you. Like,
Checking my pockets for it.
I see it with businesses too, bro. Like right now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to be the person y'all talking about, bro.
Yeah.
Like when I first started a nonprofit, it was collaboration is key. Got me going hollering at this nonprofit, messing with this nonprofit, doing this. I go speak for y'all. You want to come speak to the kids? Yeah, I do a program. Yeah, I come out there do this. Yeah, I come to the jail, speak to the people for you. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I do this. And I'm like, bro, nobody helping me, bro. Like, bro, nobody ever reached out to me, bro.
Okay.
Like, so that's why I confidently say it ain't no nonprofit that I haven't done something for them, bro. You can name them. I've been there, bro. Whether it's speaking at the school, whether it's speaking at the jails, whether it's showing up at an event, whether it's sewing $500+ into it. I don't talk about it online, bro. I just do it, but I get to sit back and I confidently say, nobody ever reached out to me like I reach out and say, you need something? Like, oh, you doing this? I got 500 for you, bro. Just put me on the banner, bro. I got you. Like, you know what I'm saying? No nonprofit has ever helped me, bro.
That's deep.
They never returned a favor. I can't count on nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that I used to be like, man, dang, bro, I help. I'm venting to everybody. I done help them. I done help every nonprofit. I done did stuff I don't even do for free for them. Money, bro. Thousands of dollars, bro. Helping them, bro. From my money, bro. My money, grant money. Sewing into them. Nobody has ever reached out to me, bro. I don't have no nonprofit, bro, has ever reached out to me and say, bro, what you need, bro? Like, can I do this for you? Can I do this for you? So that's why now I sit back and I ain't that person. I'm like, they ain't got the capacity. I can't expect them to be me, bro.
Yeah.
I can't expect them to be me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we help so much people out, and then our expectations is they're going to return the favor.
Yeah, it don't work like that.
I don't expect you to be me. I got a big heart.
Yeah.
So, Ron, you helping them and they ain't supporting you. No, that's messed up. That's it. But they can't be me, bro. Like, I can do that. They can't do that. Like, they struggle with that. They ain't got the capacity to do that. So I got to remember, bro, that's a superpower, bro. When you can help somebody and not look for something in return, bro, that's a superpower, bro.
I also kind of feel like there's a little bit of a difference, like where you're coming from versus like on a personal level, right? So like if I was to help Poppy get out of a bind or Poppy help me get out of a bind on a personal level and expecting some type of return, you're trying to make moves on a community level, on a bigger scale, and you're asking the community to help get involved, and you're upfront with it too. It's not like you're coming down the road. Oh, remember 4 years ago when I helped you start your nonprofit? Why you ain't here for me for mine now? That's not what you're doing. In the beginning, you made it clear. Let's collaborate. Let's work. Let's build this community up together. And you got a whole bunch of we're gonna do this. We're gonna be great. And then when push came to shove, there was no one around.
Nobody ever showed up.
I don't help people personally, bro.
And it's almost like I'd rather be told no than lied to, and then you're not there when I do come to say, all right, I got all this set up, and I know I can count on you as the Worcester Majors and you as Revive Fitness. And
Hey, leave Worcester Majors out of this. We help you. We help you.
Y'all call me before, bro. No, I'm kidding.
We can now rely on you guys coming. We all come in. We do it together. Boom, and we have a great, successful event. We've seen so many examples out in the community, right? But then I hear what you're saying because there are people, and we've worked with them directly, who say they're on the same level, who say they're doing the same things for the community, and then when it comes for us to say big up them and what they're doing in the community, we do that. But then when we turn around, there's no reciprocation. And I think that's a bit different.
Personal too, bro. I've had people call me saying they about to lose their nonprofit, bro. I gave them money. I ain't gonna say no names, bro. It's personal too, bro. Bro, I look out, bro. Like, I look out,
And
bro.
that's one of the deep, that's a
Bro,
deeper
I
level.
look out,
Right,
bro.
exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
the thing about it is, it's like, dang, you look out, but they never gone.
Fireman Burgess got money, guys. You guys got to take
They never
take what's going
I
on.
don't got no kids, bro. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like that's the biggest piece, bro. Like sometimes it do get personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand, like, that person don't got the capacity to help me like I help them, and they never will.
And even
I gotta,
if it does get
that's
personal,
understandable.
right.
You just ain't got the capacity.
even if it does get personal, you can't take it personal.
Don't take it
Right?
personal.
That's one of the 4 agreements. You know what I mean? I talk about that
4
but years ago. You feel me? Like you can't take anything personal.
Don't take it personal.
And at the end of the day, especially being a non-profit organization, right? They owe it to you, don't you? They owe it to us, don't you? As a non-profit, you owe it to the people, don't you?
Well,
And you know
you're
what I
using
love
the
about
people
arts.
to elevate your status as a
that part,
nonprofit.
exactly.
So yes, you should be giving
As a
them something
nonprofit,
back.
it's never about you.
No.
It's never about you. As much sacrifices as we made, and you know what I love about this circle too, right? Anytime push came to serve, we always pulled up. We always pulled up.
Yeah.
Anytime City Hall needed us, we always pulled up. Anytime, you know, all the events that we did, or, you know, the basketball or whatever, you know what I mean? We always pulled up.
Anybody need a platform?
You feel
Pull
me?
up.
We always pulled up.
I'm tired.
Anybody need somebody to cover this for him? You always pulled up.
And this
What
goes
they
back,
came
back.
to- Exactly. You feel me? Like,
back.
this is like we always pulled up.
You say you spit yourself out. Your heart rate. Bro, I'm muted.
just said that.
Oh my
Bro.
Think about it,
I'm
bro.
thinking
Think
about
about
it.
everything, bro. March Against Violence, Breonna Taylor, basketball, Jordan Lucas, where you sent me. You know what I mean? Like when
March for Our Lives, Black Lives Matter.
what we always pulled up. You feel me?
It's been a while.
Well,
You feel me?
this is gonna take
Take a sip of my tea.
Take a sip.
That's all.
You know, Papee Paye Live, we always pulled up.
You know what I
Ronald
mean?
Burgess,
Hey,
we always pulled up.
but-
Danny J Media, we always pulled up. The Rebound Effect, we always pulled up.
Since we're in that segment, taking our drinks right now.
What we got?
We got Moscato, sweet wine.
Yummy.
Amazing. This is Italiente. I really like Italian wine.
Listen, I
I
love it.
really
it's
love
not bad at
Italian.
all.
And then usually red wine is bitter, but this wine,
this
this
is
red
nice.
wine is very sweet.
This is that danger wine.
Yeah, it's the
Right,
type of wine that puts you to
right.
sleep early to keep chugging it. We got the extended bottle because we got to get the same size as No Home.
Come on, baby.
Um,
About to be flexing.
But yeah,
You're gonna have me rambling soon. Don't mean to ramble.
Right.
nah, but honestly, one, I don't know if anybody told you guys, I'm proud of every single person at this table right here.
Likewise.
And there's multiple people that do great things in the community. It's not just obviously just not us. It takes a community and our unity together for us to get things moving. So yeah, just thank everybody that just does stuff. What again I realized as I pretty much grew up in Worcester and did what I did around this community is like, all right, you're gonna do whatever you want to do for the people because that's your choice. You're gonna help people because that's my choice. I choose to help people.
Right.
I chose that. That's what I want to do. But that's not what everybody wants to do. So as you help people, as you build people, as you pour yourself into people, not everybody's gonna pour themselves into you. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody wants you to help them. Not, you know, and those are things I have to tell myself because I would go and do things that I'm not even gonna speak about in the community and stuff. I once again took off my shoes and gave it to a kid because he said he liked my shoes. But that's a whole different story. But I don't expect him to 10 years down the line to give me those shoes back or give me a pair of shoes.
Right.
No, that's not the concept of it. I had it. I could go and buy another pair of shoes. I'm going to help you. And I feel like if somebody has, like, if people just change their mentality on that and just really like, hey, I know, I know this person don't have it. I have a little bit more and I can share my little bit more. Why not? It keeps the community moving. But not everybody has the heart for that. Not everybody can be able to do that. So I don't expect it from everybody. I just expect it for myself and my kids. I'm going to instill that in my kids.
100%.
We help
100%.
people. That Paye last name, I was telling my 4-year-old daughter, every time she comes to school, I'm like, baby, who'd you help today? She was like, nobody. I said, every day, baby, who you helped today? She said, Daddy, why you keep asking me who I helped today? I didn't help nobody. She said, why do I need to help somebody? Nobody always needs help. I said, baby, your last name Paye means you help people. The Paye last name to me, it means we give people the extra hand. If somebody needs help, you help them. I want to instill that in her. So it's not
You pay it forward.
exactly pay it forward.
Hey, I like that.
You know what I mean? So everything we do is just to help people. We align ourselves to helping people. That's what we do as people. You know, God has blessed us generously. With what we have, so we gotta give and pay it for. You know, and it's not everything we're gonna pay for. It's not. It don't have to be just money. It don't have to be materialistic. If somebody needs help picking up a couch, I'll help you pick up a couch. If somebody's car's stuck in the snow, we're gonna push that car out the snow. If you know what I mean, just little things. It don't always have to be materialistic, but it's just you as a person helping somebody in a struggling moment,
100%,
or you as a person talking through something that people need help with, like mentally. You might be more mentally sound, and somebody needs help mentally, and you have that, and I'll pour it into them, help them, uplift them. You got to uplift people. You know.
No, that's true, man. That's true.
Absolutely.
Even today, you know, just adding on to what you, and true story. I can't make this stuff up, guys. You know what? I go to the gas station, the Speedway over there on Chandler and Park Ave, right? You know, there was a dude like laying there, you know, in the middle of, you know how, you know, sometimes you see a homeless man on the street laying on the corner or whatever, but he was literally at the gas pump. And you know the pole after the gas pump, and this is gas pump, the inside. He was in between it. I'm like, is this man breathing? I'm like, you know me, I gotta go and check on him. I gotta go, you know, so I go over there. I'm like, yo, boss, you good? You good? I get close enough, I realize he's breathing. I'm like, let me try to wake this man up, you know what I mean? And kick his foot or whatever. And then, you know, he's not really getting up.
You kick his
like,
foot with your strong ass feet.
yeah, I did. I did. I did David Beckham.
Go ahead.
But you know, he didn't move or whatever. And like, as I'm walking away, you know, some lady's just like, "Oh, did he wake up? You know, I thought he was dead, but I see him breathing." I'm like, "Nah, he didn't wake up, but he's breathing, so I'm gonna just leave him there." You know, she was like, "I don't think we should. You know, what if a car don't see him? Run over his arm." Like, but this dude was laid out. I'm like, "Damn, she has a point." You feel me? So
picked
she
him
was
up?
like, "Yeah, we picked him up, man.
Oh,
Picked him up, and you know, But the point is, you know, you don't expect nothing back from a situation like that. You know what I mean? He ain't even asked me for the favor, you know what I mean? But it's like you were saying, like y'all was saying, you know, do shit out of the goodness of your heart.
You can't put your expectations on other people.
Exactly.
So when I'm walking in the store, I used to get upset, bro, when the white man open the door and close it on me, and I don't even hold it for me. I used to be like, "Hey, bro, you ain't to me." I can't put my expectation on you. Like that's me putting an expectation on you that you probably ain't got on yourself. My expectations on you to hold the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you probably ain't got the expectation for yourself, so I can't put mine on you. Nah, that's my expectation. So yeah, close the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to get mad.
Full disclosure, some of them do be like that.
But they do it on purpose.
Have you ever held the door for a white man and they're like, "No, I'm good"?
Yeah.
That never happened to me before.
That happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. You haven't held enough doors for white men. That's why.
You never had that happen?
Never.
Bro, that happened.
I'm all set.
Ah, shut that door. Nobody going through the door no more.
That's what it gotta be. But I was trying to be nice. I didn't mean to offend you, sir.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can get my own door. Yes.
He get his own door.
Yeah.
Buddy, I would have went to go get the drill. I would have took that door off. Nobody walking through the door no more.
I was like, man, bring it. Right. But yeah, I got it a couple times. But the expectation, we can't put our expectations on other people. Them expectations we got, you know, we just can't put them on other people that expect them to act how we don't act. So that's how I was told.
You had that happen to you too?
Yeah.
He can hold his own door.
Recently.
You never had that happen?
Buddy, no, this is blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
I'm not. It happened to you too?
Yeah.
Everybody but me?
I can tell you, it was literally like.
Watch it happen to me tomorrow.
Yeah,
Watch it happen to me tomorrow.
Listen.
What?
If you were around, listen, I was at a sports event, and we're going to leave it at that. You know, that should be enough context for you to know where I was. And I was walking in, held the door, and when there's enough of them around, one of them is bound to drop their mask.
He's bold enough. I go hold my own door, buddy.
Bro, yeah. Don't worry about it.
Yeah? Has that happened to you guys? I want to know. Because I'm telling you guys, I'm the guy that will take that door off. There'll be no more doors. There'll be no more doors.
There's no niceness no more.
No, that's not even nice. I'm not gonna say nothing. You know, you're not coming through this door without me holding it. Nobody coming through this door. I'm holding the door for everybody.
Right. Why you mad?
That's not being mad.
You're not mad. I mean, why you like that?
I'm gonna hold that door.
I'm gonna hold that door.
That's my point. I'm gonna hold that door. That's my point. That's me. You gonna call me petty? I will hold that door for every single person I walk through.
Until you walk through that door.
Forget about the whole day. I don't care what.
That's probably what I should have did.
Buddy, if I gotta meet with if I gotta meet with the governor, if I gotta meet with whoever I gotta meet with that day, it's done. Cancel my whole day. I'm standing right there until that dude walk through the door. Y'all, I'm not ready for that. What you mean you don't want to walk through the door?
Right.
Would you feel disrespected?
I'm a trip.
Say it.
I don't know
what you want to say.
Buddy.
I wonder how they'll react because I never did that. So I wonder how the reaction. I got Ray-Bans coming in, my little metal Ray-Ban glasses. A lot of people be tripping at Walmart, and then when I'm at the stores, and I want to catch people in the action, like, you know what I mean, when they saying those racist comments.
Oh, you got that reporter?
I got them coming in because I'm tired of, bro, like being in public and like people watching you, following you in Walmart and Price Chopper, people talking to you any kind of way. It's gonna stay recorded, especially in the post office. But it's gonna stay recorded, bro.
This is the type of stuff that be happening.
That just brought up a good story that I want to share about what I did last week too. You asked me what I did with my last week. My son got his learner's permit, so I'm teaching him how to drive.
We snapped. Beautiful poetry.
The baby. Can you believe it?
I mean, you getting old. You 40 now.
We old, fellas.
Now
I
don't even speak French.
Yes, we get it on. So yeah, my baby just got his learner's permit, teaching him how to drive. And it's the funniest thing. We were in a church parking lot. That's in Pittsburgh, and completely empty. No one's there. Not one single car in sight. And there's an upper lot, the middle lot right in front of the church, and the pretty nice sized lots, and then another side lot. So it made it perfect for me to like use the lines on the ground as like to make pretend those are cars, because there was not one car in the lot, so we weren't gonna hit anything.
Right, exactly.
If he, wanted to brake fast, we weren't gonna bother other traffic. Like there was a whole lot of reasons why I chose the spot. Looked like church safe spot,
Right.
Welcoming,
Church.
right?
Church.
Great, right? No matter what, if I get caught in here, whether it's by church staff or the police, they're gonna surely understand. I'm with my child and teaching them how to drive in an empty parking lot. Makes sense, right?
Right, 100%. 100%.
So we're driving. Now, you guys know what my son looks like.
Handsome dude.
For most of you that don't know what he looks like, he's bigger than me, like by 2 feet. And he's half Puerto Rican, half Jamaican, and he's just
Light-skinned.
beautiful boy.
Yeah.
But very noticeable when people are looking for certain features. Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's driving, whatever, and then we're just about to leave, and I'm just explaining to him, him and his friend we were there together teaching him how to drive. What a good job they did, blah blah blah. And this lady pulls in, and she's grilling me, and I was like, immediately my little antennas went up, because that's just my trauma, right? I'm already like, what you looking at, and why? Full disclosure, she was white, so that had a lot to do with why my antennas went straight up. And I was like, yeah, she's looking for something. And so I decided to be like, all right, we did what we got to do. It's time to go. And so as I'm going to drive off, I see her do this and this. And she does almost a whole owl 360. And I'm like, bro, what is happening? And so this is where me being a little extra comes in. My son let me know I was being extra. So I'm curious what you guys think. So I decided to pull the window down. I'm sorry, is there anything I can help you with? And she's like, no, I'm actually the whatever she is.
The neighborhood watch?
The church.
Not the neighborhood.
Secretary for the church. Whatever. Yes.
No way.
She said,
That's exactly right what she said.
this is church property, and I'm at a loss of why you're here. And I said, well, because this is a church property, and I thought, oh, we're welcome.
Right.
I thought, God would,
Hey.
with open arms. I'm more than
It's
Yeah.
just human stuff.
Welcome, bro. You ain't
Right.
Human stuff.
Always welcome, but
And so, I was like, anyway, I was just teaching my son here how to drive. He just got his permit. And she's like, rolls up her window immediately as I'm talking, and then just kind of does one of these. And I was like, I bet. So I go to leave. And I was fuming, because when that dismissive role of what I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Just
So
completely
I was like,
dismiss what you were saying.
I looked out the window, I was like, you know what? Jesus expects better than that.
You know what? You should.
hit a soul.
You should.
So the kids told me like I was being a little extra, but my point of the whole thing is like just the overwhelming feeling, the sensation of being judged, being low-key accused of something. I don't know what she was accusing me of, but she wasn't looking at me to see what a great citizen I am on her church parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
And
it just
dismissing you as a human being.
And then when I tried to explain and have a very rational conversation, I wasn't angry or nothing. You're going to put up your window and look at me like, oh, yeah, that's not a good, I can't call the cops. He's not being what I was expecting him to be, which is aggressive, right? It just, so if you don't want to talk to me, why are you killing me? Why are you like, what is happening right now? And I just, I don't. So, was I doing the most?
Yeah.
No, no.
Talk to me about it. Tell me what I could.
Maybe at the end. At the end.
What?
You was just fortune telling. You just basically said you just told the whole story ain't happened.
But listen,
like you told it.
I just admitted to myself in the moment that I did not have to say anything.
Well,
that my antennas were going up immediately, right? Because I assumed that the looks were anything but positive, right? So I did. So where could I have gone different once I admitted to myself that I already know this is a me thing?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think going different. I think you did a lot of fortune telling. Like basically said, Like, you know, because she looking at me and she probably don't expect me to do this and do that. And probably expect me to act a certain way. And you just creating a whole narrative based off experiences, though.
Yep.
But it's called distorted thinking.
But wait, is it creating a narrative or is it recognizing a pattern?
But you don't know if it's a pattern. She's just staring at you.
No. There was a pattern.
And she's just looking at you, and she ain't even say nothing to
That's
you.
part of the pattern.
And you,
Is
right?
it not?
But if we in public, and I have white people look at me all the time, and sometimes I'm like, man, what they looking at, bro? I don't go and be like, excuse me, sir. Like, what's going on?
And I'm like, how are you?
My attendance fill up like,
How are you?
bro, they be looking at me like that, bro, and that.
I definitely.
Because it's like a police, when he pulled me over, I'm like, he pulled me over because I'm black, bro. I automatically go to a fortune store, black, bro, like, you know, I didn't do nothing, bro, this and that, because the pattern,
for me.
but I'm still fortune telling. The man get to the thing, he was actually a cool white officer, bro. He wasn't like the same, but I'm fortune telling already get myself wrapped up because of my experiences and what I know and what I'm used to with the police.
Yeah.
So I create this whole narrative about it, and sometimes you create a narrative, and it led to me ripping up a ticket years ago in his face and putting it right back on the highway.
Oh,
Like right behind the lady.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and then when I get to the court, when I get to the court, I learned about littering. Well, yeah, like just so you know, he also and he had a littering clue. I'm like, oh, he got me. That's why he pulled me back over.
I'm just gonna add that to it.
But it's what we
chose
do
is
is
battle on one more.
You're right.
it's one of those things. It's based off experience, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's keeping that in mind too. But it's understanding that although it's based off experience, I know everybody ain't gonna give me that same. Every white person give me that same experience. It can't be so. Like the only one I struggle with is the police officer, obviously the police.
Right.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
I
was saying because I really want to know because I feel like we have a similar thought process on these types of things, and I'm wondering what your perspective is.
My biggest thing too, because a lot of people aren't gonna understand where we're coming from because they haven't experienced the things that we been through. You know what I mean? Of course, some black people haven't experienced what other black people been through, but nonetheless, majority of white people will never fucking experience what your average black person goes through. So, for example, right?
And by the way, for context, real quick, before you continue, I know that I'm very white, but my face is very Muslim, Middle Eastern. No, I'm serious. I get it all the time. Wait, are you from
my brother's the same way.
And you gotta remember, from 2001 all the way up until now, like people do look at me funny. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to add that little bit of context too.
Of course. And it's not just black people; it's black and brown people. To be honest, it's black and brown people. But so my thing is, right? For example, okay, you have a black man walk into the store and a white man walk into the store. Okay, at the end of the day, the owner of that store, whether it's black, white, Mexican, Spanish, whatever the fuck it is, all right, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be following that white man around. Most likely, they're going to be around that black man like, acting like they shopping, or the secret shopper will come out of nowhere. You'll see the same secret shopper, okay, but you're going to be on this side of the store, that side of the store, that side of the store, this side of the store. You won't see that same face acting like a customer. Like, we're not stupid. We're used to this. The pattern, like you said, you know what I mean? And once the pattern starts happening or whatever, then you get the, what were you say, foreshadowing or
the fortune.
You feel me? So then that definitely starts to kick in as well. But that's just
I
like my point.
acknowledge. I appreciate you not calling it paranoia.
Right, facts.
Yeah.
But right. But in the statement, or like you were saying, Manny, right? I could be in a certain situation or whatever, and I feel like I'm being watched OD or like forced. Like you don't have a badge on, you're not. And sometimes is everything good? Is everything all right? You know what I mean? I will do that. I have done that. You feel me? And a lot of times it has worked out in my favor. And then other times a knife was pulled out. You feel me? That's what I'm not lying. I can't make this up.
What be going through?
I can't make this up. I cannot make this up.
You 6'5". I'm cross-eyed when I see that. I'm not bothering you.
Why do you think he pulled out a knife?
You put things down. I will not. If I see Milhome in my store, buddy.
Right.
Hey, buddy, is there anything I could do for you?
Right. But there's times where we get followed and that's why they pulled out a knife, So it's like, it's the reality that we live in where we don't want to make those assumptions. We don't want to, foreshadow things like that. But there was a quote, I forgot who said the quote, I apologize, but if you had 1,000 snakes running at you right now. You gonna sit there and trust all these snakes and let them run by you? And a couple of them are good. A lot of those snakes are not gonna bite you.
No.
They're gonna go right by you.
Hundreds of them are probably gonna go by.
Are not.
Yeah.
They're gonna go by you. But are you gonna sit there and take that chance to let 500 snakes walk by you? I'm not taking that chance. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Some of them are poisonous. Some of them are not. Some of them are venomous. Some of them are not. You feel me? But are you gonna take that chance and trust every single one?
Yeah.
Well,
I want to know what you think.
You know what I mean?
about the snakes?
No.
About the whole-
the situation,
You
and
know
the
what I mean?
pattern,
Like-
and somebody staring at you in the stove,
And like
maybe
bringing
assuming
something
the
up.
or
you know
assuming the
what I
word.
mean?
Yeah.
I like how you want to pick my brain.
I do, bro. But I was like, I can't see what he say.
One, definitely when I walk in stores or walk places, people always stare at me, but I personally just kill them with kindness. Like, if you're looking at me too, I'm like, hey, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. I love your shirt. I love your accent. I love your shirt. I always give them a compliment. No problem. Hope you're doing good. They look at me, they be like, and they keep going. Because if you want to stare at me, I'm handsome. I'm not thinking you're staring at me because I'm black. I'm beautiful. You're looking at me because I'm a handsome dude. I would look at me too. You know what I mean? Look at me too. No problem. You know, your wife wants to be with me, so I understand why you looking at me. And most of the time, they just curious. Like they just be curious. What is Papee doing here in this neighborhood? Why is he walking around? You know what neighborhood I live in. I walk around, they stare at me all day. I'm like, hey, how are you? Hey, I say hi to my neighbors all day. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I live here. Or if I'm in a store and the owner's looking at me, I'll make sure I buy something extra. I'm going to buy something extra. I'm going to buy a couple of other things. Okay. And I will make it a point that even if there's self-checkout, I'm going to you and you're going to scan all my, because guess what? You're scanning my stuff, buddy. You technically working for me right now. You on my time.
100%. 100%.
I kind of feel like that's what I was doing. Like you wanted to know who I was so bad, I came and let you know.
You want my opinion on that also?
Roll the window down first.
Yeah. Respectfully, I would have rolled the window down too.
No, but hear me out. It's the same thing as going up to that cashier, in my opinion.
It is.
Except it's a little bit different because you're spending money. But
I would have rolled that window. I like that point how you rolled the window down and said, hey, I'm just teaching my son to this and that.
how can I help you?
As soon as she rolled the window up, alrighty, have a great day. I would have stayed. I'm not gonna lie. You left. I would have stayed right there, and me and my son would have been circling that in front of her. We would have drove past her car to the left, buddy.
Y'all know what y'all saying?
Y'all
know what y'all saying in a nutshell?
What?
Like, I'm black. My antenna's gonna go up. But I know you white, yours better not go up. Like, I know you've been through some shit with black people, but I'm black. My antenna's gonna come up, but yours better not go up.
So mine's went up, but I had the audacity to have I had the nerve to be mad at her when hers.
Her antenna's all up because the black person, you know.
That's what I was going to say. Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And so my antenna's up, like, you know what I'm saying? His antenna's up because probably people be stealing from him and shit, all types of shit. Probably got some stuff going on.
For sure.
My antenna's up, but I'm like, bro, you stop following me, bro. Put your antennas down. Let me keep my shit up. Stop following me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like, mine. I'm following you. You're not stealing from my store.
I trust your antennas.
When I get ready to do it, I'm like, bro, put them antennas down.
Put them antennas down.
It's funny, the DNA that made those antennas aren't very trustworthy. I'm just saying.
The what?
The DNA that made them antennas we talking about.
See, I'm
Not
not
our
getting.
antennas, their antennas. I'm just saying.
But that's what we basically saying in a nutshell. Our antennas up. Both y'all antennas was up at the same time.
At the same
like,
time, yeah.
y'all both got different experiences. Now it's like, and how
Two different
difficult it
types of
is, bro,
stories.
when both of everybody antennas up, your antennas, her antennas. How difficult is it gonna be to get to a mutual point where y'all both can put them down together? That shit gonna take
I was
That's
just
gonna be
about
hard,
to say.
bro.
I don't know if we're gonna have to consider.
Sometimes that'll be hard, bro.
You got to hold on.
But then when I take it away, who got to be close?
Hey, buddy, nice shirt. I love your polo shirt. It looks great on you. Hope you have a great day. No problem. I'm telling you, I'll be abusing them with kindness.
All right.
I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. You're angry at me. Why? You know what I mean? And you definitely looking at me because I'm black and I'm big and I'm whatever. But in my mind, I'm not even paying you no mind to that. I'm more of like, yeah, I'm handsome. You want to look at me because I'm handsome. I want to look at me too. I'm walking differently. I'm walking with confidence. You know, because every room that I enter, I make myself feel like I belong there.
Right. Yeah.
I be in rooms with CEOs. I be in rooms with big time whatever, and I still act like I'm
Your
Poppy everywhere.
presence is known.
You know what I mean? Like you got to be confident, and those people be confused on why I'm there too. They be staring at me like, "What's this kid doing here, buddy? I belong here." You know, you're looking at me right now because I'm a handsome dude. Look at me too.
Like that.
Hey, well, Papee Paye, nice
like
to
that.
meet you.
Very nice.
You know what I mean? You confused.
I don't know. I just have a real
confused.
bad attitude,
I'm
I guess. And
confused.
for me, it's like mind your business, and if you catch my attention, I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah.
Right.
What if you're in the room? What if you're in the room
Look
with?
at my face. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
You're not wrong though.
I did this.
What if you in a room like you know, just like you talk about the faking it till you make it stuff, or what's it called? My thing is like you're not gonna always love everybody you work with. If you're doing business, right, and you don't like that person you're doing business with, but this deal really needs to go
I
down.
make that money though.
Are
So
they making money for me?
Buddy, you gotta change your
that helps me
mindset.
get through it.
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Think
As long as they're not
take life like
disrespecting
that.
I guess,
Right.
well, you know, when it comes to, you know, ladies in the church parking lot, I should think I like my freedom.
You know,
that'd be a great.
Or in whatever way that takes you
I need
away
to get
from.
arrested. Somebody
I'm telling
here for harassment or something.
because you're not gonna like everybody everywhere. I'm not. Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody's gonna like how you look. Sometimes I'm too young to be doing these deals, so I got a Sean Murphy. Hey, Sean, go take the lead. Or Sean might be too big and black, and what's it called to do that deal? We go get Chris. Chris, break up the deal. No problem. You know, as long as the deal gets done at the end of the day, and what needs to get done gets done.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's all we care about. You know. And not everybody loves me. Not everybody likes me. I'm not likable to everybody, and that's okay. You know, I'm not gonna take that personal. Not everybody's gonna want to say hi to me. Not everybody wants to go, what's it called? Come be near me. That's all right. You know what I mean? As long as life itself, or what's it called? The things, our goals and stuff that needs to get done. That's all I care about. Just get it done.
That part.
Imagine, like, you guys go through different experiences than me, like holding the door for you. What's it called? You guys don't. Nobody wants to walk through the door. No problem. My stuff that I face is like walking into a room and I don't get respect that I feel like I deserve. But have I gave that respect? You know what I mean? He doesn't even know me. Why would he respect me? You know what I mean? I haven't even had a 5 sentence conversation. He's brushing me off. Now I'm feeling some type of way because he's brushing me off because I'm not. You know what I mean? Like I'm already creating stories in my head to upset myself and giving myself what's it called? Reason why
Like a
he's
false
not
narrative.
exactly of why he's not messing with me. Go and learn that person. Maybe he's just busy right now. He didn't really see me. You know, maybe down the line, this is not the time for me to approach him because he's got things going on. Maybe in a year or two, that's my time to present myself to him, and then it's cool. You know, those people I met years and years ago that now I'm cool with, that we re-met, and now he respects me or they respect me as a person because I work so hard. So you never know. Maybe you see that lady from the church walking, and she'd be like, "Oh, you're the guy from the parking lot. Yeah, nice to meet you." Maybe that was the time you guys were actually meant to officially meet. She was probably, again, her attendance was up. And she is seeing way too much people in this parking lot doing things they're not supposed to be doing. What if she's seeing people doing things? Exactly. It might not just be black people. People might be smoking weed in a car. And she's driving around because people are smoking weed in the church parking lot. And she's trying to make sure nobody's doing.
But it's legal. Mind the business.
It's legal to smoke weed. It's not legal to smoke weed in your car and drive.
But that ain't her business. She ain't the traffic police.
Again,
I'm just saying. Weed's legal. And on top of it all, you should start appreciating more what God left us. God made that. That ain't man-made. So you should be encouraging that.
That part.
I mean,
the chemicals and stuff that they place in it,
just playing.
the chemicals and stuff that they place in it.
No,
for them
that's
to
not.
smoke
That's,
it.
There are some that you could buy that have been
Chemicals,
enhanced,
exactly.
yes.
You know?
But there's also some that grow straight out the ground that you can smoke too. I'm not saying that's what everybody does. I'm just saying that that's where it got to start from, and that's where a lot of people can't still
So
get that.
I have a question.
I don't know what mine is.
Now,
oh, we put
I'm about to go crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so crack.
Whoa,
Coke.
buddy.
Whoa. It's on Earth, right?
Buddy. No.
Right?
No.
You want to hear it? I want to hear it. I'm what's it called? It's on Earth, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you have free will to do it, right? It's not legal, but weed was illegal, people were still doing it before. But does it mean what's it called? Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Explain why it's not the same thing, and I'll tell you why it is.
I could.
I think
Can I?
it's the same
You want to?
You think it's the same thing too?
Okay. I'm gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
how. The most basic form of it all. Cocaine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cocaine is a plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coca leaves,
Yep.
right? In the plant, you know, historically the Incas have used it as to help cure with altitude sickness, things like that. As their
Before work.
you know what I'm saying?
Like opium.
In its natural state.
In its natural
Keyword,
state. Keyword natural.
state.
Keyword natural. You don't need to say nothing else.
Cocaine.
You don't need to say nothing else.
The way they make cocaine is they take those coca leaves, they put them in a big vat, and they put gasoline all over it. And then the gasoline extracts the pure chemical from the coca leaf, and it what is it called? Concentrates it.
It concentrates
So
it
that
and
it-
it makes the crystals, the actual.
And then they take those dehydrated crystals and they put them in a bag and they stump all over it and make it into a fine powder. And that's what they do down there in South America. Then before it gets up here, they add all kinds of additives, whether it's baking soda or whatever it else to cut it up. Ask me how I know so much about coke, I don't know. Cocaine Cowboy, a good movie, by the way. Right? And then it gets even worse because when it gets here, then man intervenes even more, and with levels of heat and more additives, then turn it into crack. So
Hold
that
on.
is no
We're
longer
giving way too much information to people watching
that
this.
is no longer.
Yeah.
That is no longer.
It's no longer natural.
There's
It's no longer
crack and there's
natural.
weed.
100%,
Like
100%.
that's two different stories. Even if we chemically alter weed, it's nowhere near the level of step on
absolutely
that
not.
crack is. So
And
that's
I've never
my history lesson
heard
on crack
of
cocaine. I hope you enjoy
coke
it.
or
And don't do drugs, kids.
crack being used medicinally. They tried to back in the day, but obviously they banned it.
They put it in
They banned it. It was
Coca-Cola.
in Coca-Cola, and then
Well,
it was
cocaine.
banned, correctly?
Yeah, it was in
Originally.
Coca-Cola.
But now,
Right.
even in
There's
our
a big difference
medicinal
between
field, in
cocaine
our
and crack.
pharmaceutical field, you feel me? Like now, you know what I mean? You could use weed medicinally, so I feel like it's definitely not the same thing.
I got a couple
Definitely
input to that, but my time is timing.
Your time is definitely
So
time
if
is
you guys want to know a little bit about this, what's it called? This conversation, what I have to bring, you guys should definitely check out the show next Thursday at 5
I think we got a
p.m.
couple to be continued.
Buddy.
Oh, yeah. Today's show.
Yeah, so thank you for tuning in. First of all, we appreciate everything you guys do. Appreciate the support here on 508 Live. Wait, my man, Money Man Milhome.
You feel me?
My man, Fireman Burgess. And
The best
producer in the world, Manny J Media.
Let's go.
Your host, Papee Paye.
Good show, y'all.
I like how I cut it off.